Welcome back to Building and Scripting the K.S.T.
Music player.
Part 2. We on in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, people. Okay, before we start, there's 3 things I want to do. I want to change this 10 on the meter to a negative 5. 5. All right. Now I want to bring this display close to the fader platform. All right. Now, what else I want to do? Bring this over just a little, the button platform. All right, that's about it. Now we can get into scripting. All right, here we go. I'm going to bring out a Gizmo script and something... fighting with this thing. All right. So now and I'm going to bring out a snap destination. Gizmo. Turn that around. Fit this nice and perfect on top of my script. All right. Now, this first script is going to be called our call script. Yeah. Once I get a nice size on here. Okay. It's going to be our call script. Close this, and then I'm going to copy this. Thumbstick to the right. Bring it over. Oh. Give it to me. There we go. I think my battery's about to die or something. I don't know. Okay, this is going to be called our manager. Because all it do is manage. That's what I told the DJ at the party last night. I said, all you do is spin records. Now we're going to copy this again. Just like this. Okay. And we're going to call it action. Now this is what the objects are going to be attached to. Remember that. It's very important. Now the call is always going to be attached to the triggers, and the action will always be attached to the objects. All right, now we're going to call this destination snap thing. We're going to call it the manager, and it's going to be attached to the manager. Bring it over on top of it. Boom. But okay, here's the deal. Let's get rid of this. When world starts, we don't need this. Yeah, we don't need this. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go into controls, and we're going to look for player events. And we're going to pick when trigger is entered by player. Then we're going to go up to the top to send event. Now, this is the thing. We have to make an event to send to the manager. So we're going to call it track 1 because that's the track the music will be playing on. Track 1. Like all these events we're going to be making are going to be tracks. So we say send track 1 to self. Now we don't want to send it to self. We want to send it to the manager. So we're going to go over to variables and make a manager. A new manager. There's going to be an object. So we're going to make another variable called line number. Then we're going to put the manager in where self is at and the line number where the parameter goes. Yeah, so we're done with this. So we're done with the call script for now. We go to the manager. And now we get rid of that and say when received. Now we have to receive that actual event we made, which is track 1. So we'll call that up and we're typing in a parameter, the line number. And that's going to be a number. So now when it's received, we want to send another event to the manager, letting them know about the action. Yeah, so we're going to actually call this event just T1, like a short cut, but it's still the same event. We just have to change the name for the action. All right, so that's about it for the manager. Now we on the action. Now the first thing we gotta do, let's get rid of it. No, we're gonna keep this. We go to controls, go all the way down to connect event. Now we want to connect those two events we made, track 1 and T1. So we have to connect it to the manager. So we have to make another variable called manager. Object is going to be, and we're going to place that right in there. So what the manager is doing is connecting the previous event to the local event. Our local event is on this script right now, what we're scripting. So now we just want to put track 1 right here. And our local event will be T1. Now we need another when event is received. Yeah. So I go to controls, go to when event is received, and select the event T1 with the parameter of line number. Line number. It's going to be a number type. Oh, number. Cool. So now we will need an if condition. And we need 2 of these. And make sure that they're not on the same line. So we go to operators and select not equal symbol and bring it right in the first condition. So now we're saying if line number is not equal to my line number, something is going to happen. So we need another variable called my line number. So we go and make that, go into variables and make something my line number. And the type will be a number. And we'll put that right after line number. All right, so let's go back into operators and go into logic and grab equal to. So we saying if line number is equal to my line number, then do something, a reaction. It'll be like a positive reaction. So okay, we say so since we're dealing with a song to play, if line number is not equal to my line number, we'll say something like stop song. So we'll go into actions and look for play sound, put it right at the bottom. So if line number is equal to my line number, it'll play the sound. So if line number is not equal to my line number, we will want it to stop the sound. So right underneath it, we'll put right here, stop the sound. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty much it with the action. Now, what we want to do is, okay, what we want to do? Look for a song. Yeah, something to play on the track one. Let's go for music. Dun dun. Oh, dopamine. That dopamine is dope, man. It's dope, man. And put this right here. Okay. Like that. Bring it over. Pop the tag. And we're going to do a couple of things with this. So, okay. So it's an object, right? So we want to attach these guys. Call, manager, and action. So we always want to attach the objects to the action. The action. Remember that, action. Action. So we'll select action. Now notice when we attach it, my line number would be 0. But what we want is 1. We want to start with 1. So we'll say 1. And then we'll connect the manager to it so it can talk to the manager because it wants to talk to our manager. Now this manager will be connected to every object and every trigger. That's how it communicates. Remember that. Remember that. It's very important. All right, so now we got to connect our trigger. Let's move this guy back some. He's in the way. Oh, I said move back. Whoa. This guy just don't want to move. Stay. All right. Here we go. All right. So now we need the actual play trigger. You know what? Let's change this to play trigger. I got play button. It's not a button. It's a trigger. Play trigger. Okay. Cool. So now we attach this to our call. And we'll do the same thing. We'll put it on the same my line number, which is, you know, connected to all 3 of these scripts, really, when we do this. Call, the call, the call, the manager, and the action. So the call will call on the trigger. So we'll put it on the same line number, which is 1. Now the line number is very special because all the objects will need this line number to communicate with the trigger. Now we'll grab the manager pill and connect it. Boom. So now let's clear this out. Start it, and it starts. And it starts. Why is it starting? It's starting again. You know what? I know what it is. It's the object. We got it on play start. Yeah, you always want to take this off. Global and play on start. Yeah, that's what it's playing when we restart it. Here we go. So when we hit this button, it should play the song. There we go. Cool, right? All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. All right, so now let's start with our text display. So we go to our action and we'll go to actions and text and grab display text. Put it right under here. Now we'll just type in the song name and not display text. So now when we press the trigger, this will display on the track. Copy it up here, leave it blank. Okay. Now we want to go to our text object and just add the script to that. My line number would be 1 and we're connected to the manager. That's right here. Put it right here. Okay, so now our text object is connected. So let's move this. All right, now let's hit the play button and see what happens. Ah, there it is. It's dopamine. It's dopamine, man. It's dope, man.
Can you hear me? Say it on the mic.
All right, stop this. So now we have the name displayed on the track. It's time for the fader now. We want the animation on a fader to play. So we'll go to actions and go to play animation. I think I went past it. It's up top. There we go. Play animation. We'll put this in the positive reaction. Then we want to stop animation. That'll be up top. Negative, then positive. Positive, then negative. So, okay. Now we'll go to the actual fader. Pop that tag. Bring that mug right here. Right there. That's the manager. Hello. The manager will always be right here. Let you know. Just to let you know. So I bring it down here. Just in case, if you're wondering what I'm doing with this guy right here. That is the manager. That's the manager. So after we connect the fader to track 1, we hit the play button to see if the fader moves. There's nothing. Let's play. Here we go. Now we have the fader moving. Wow. Nice.
Can you hear?
Wow, okay, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, now we can hook up our break meter. These 4 guys over here. We do the same thing. We go action. Select my my line number be 1. Hook it to the manager. Bloop. Cube 2. Action. My line number 1. And hook it to the manager. Let it talk to the manager. That's all they want to do. Is talk to the manager. My line number 1. And hook to the manager. Cube 4. Same thing. Action. My line number 1 and manager. And that's pretty much how it goes with hooking up everything. Let's see what happens now. We hit play. Voila! Look at that.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Oh! Okay, now this is where it gets a little complicated. We're going to highlight all this. We're going to make sure we have everything. Okay, I think we have everything. So what we're going to do, we're going to copy this. So we're going to thumbstick to the right and copy or duplicate. Yeah, boom. So now we have a track 2. Now you see where this is going? We can make multiple tracks. And this is how a mixer is made. So if we play it now, both of them will play at the same time. So what we have to do is separate the one we duplicate to track 2. We have to make it into a track 2. Can you hear me? So, okay, we'll go to the call script and we'll duplicate track 1 and turn that one we duplicated to track 2. Track 2. Everything is already rigged. All we have to do is copy. Go straight to the manager, do the same thing. Get this out the way. Go straight to the manager and do the same thing. So we will copy when received until we see it, and thumbstick to the right and bring it down and copy. Boom. So now we'll turn this track 1 to track 2. Hold up. Now we don't have to make it again. It's already in there. So let's cancel that. Cancel that and go down. We'll see track 2. But now the second one we have to type in track T2. So now that's done. We go to the action and do the same thing from the top. Where we connect the manager to the 2 events. We duplicate that and connect the previous track 2 to the local track event, which is track T2. Okay, now we have copy when track 1 is received, we duplicate that. Thumbstick to the right and bring it down and let go. Now we want to turn it to T2, which is our local event. And then what we want to do is just change the display name of the song. But let's find the song first. Go to... Now, where is a track called Love? Oh, there it is. There we go. Put this right here. Bring it down. Pop the tag. Oh, let's bring it over some. Oh, what's this? He's in my way. Get out of my way. Pop the tag on this bad boy and turn off play on start. Cut it up some, about 80. And we should turn off global. Yeah, we should. Yeah, turn it off. Oops. I don't know why it's doing that. My joystick is just crazy today. Okay. Get this out the way. Select our action. My line number will be 2. because this song will be playing on track 2. Connect to the manager. Same thing. That's all we have to do. Okay, go back to the script. Now we're going to make some variables for the text gizmo, which would be text 1 and text 2. They'll both be objects, of course. Then we're going to make 4 brick meter variables. No, you know what? We're just going to name them C1, C2, C3, and C4, right? Yeah, let's get that out of here. C1 object. Another one, C2 object. C3 object. Sometimes you just gotta keep it simple as possible. C4, and that'll be an object. Okay. Now we have our brick meter variables. So what we want to do is connect our text 1 variable to our display. And text 1 up top. And for the second one, we'll do the same. We go to text 2, put it on our display. And up top. Boom. Go to animation. Now we want to set our brick meter to animate. We'll bring that over. Then we'll select the variables for that, which would be 1, C1. And we'll just make a copy of this one 3 more times. So now we have 4. And just bring the rest of them in. C2, C3, C4. Okay. And you have to do it for the stop animation on top for the negative reaction. And do the same thing. 2, 4. Okay, we do the same thing for track 1. T1. Go to animation and play animation. Go to our variables and select C1. Copy that 3 more times. And bring in the rest. C2, C3, and C4. Now on track 1, which is T1, the local event, we go to stop animation. We just do the same thing. Copy this 3 more times. And bring the rest in. 2, 3, and 4. Alright, that's pretty much it. Now we have to connect them. So we'll go to the song display, which is our text gizmo. We called it song name. And then we'll just connect text 1. We'll grab the song pill up top and just bring it down and connect it to text 2. And then we'll go to the text 1 gizmo and just connect it. The line number is already connected because we duplicated. We just have to connect our variables. So we connect the song name to text 1 on track 1. This is track 1 right here. Song name. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to do our brick meter, which is our cubes. Do the same thing. So we'll connect the cube 1 pill to C1. Bring that back. Hit our cube 2. That's on my line number 1. Cube 2 to C1. C2. Jeez. Bring that back. Cube 3. You do the same thing. And cube 3. Bring that back and grab our cube 4. My line number 1. Now we select the cube up top 4 and select the C4. So that's track 1 out the way. Now track 2 is different. So we got to change my line number to 2 because this is track 2. So we'll change that to 2, but we'll do the same thing. We'll grab the cube pill and we'll select it to C1. Bring that back and do the cube 2. My line number will be 2. Then we select the pill, cube 2 to C2. Bring that back and cube 3, we put 2. Cube 3. Now cube 4, we change my line number to 2. And grab the cube 4 pill and put it in 4 right underneath it. Bam. So now our brick meter is done. So now let's check it. So when we play them, they should play different. Alright, that's 1. And that's 2. Yes, we did it. Give yourself a round of applause. Yeah, it's party time. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button if you like content like this. Yeah.